Frank Rock, House of Orange TV, back with you after a little hiatus here. But Tennessee, Josh Elander, stay red, hot in the portal. It's been a good week so far, depending on what happens with the MLB draft. I'll get into that more in a minute. But it's been reported tonight that Cal Baptist shortstop Chris Ramirez, ranked by some as the top shortstop in the portal, has committed to Tennessee. This is big news for Tennessee and fills a big hole in that lineup as well. Make sure you hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Ramirez, of course, was playing in the Cape Cod League. He's now with Team USA for the summer. I'd have to look back. I know there's numerous. I know Tyler Myatt's one of them. I can't remember who else it is that's was playing on the Cape Cod League team with him. But if you look at it based on what Tennessee's added so far, one of the big holes was middle infield. Well, they added Air Force second baseman Wyatt Hanoyan. Now you've added Chris Ramirez as well. They've totally rebuilt that infield. And so that seems set. Now, you've still got a few places you need to fill, and there's different ways that could happen. But look at Ramirez, what he brings to the table. Pretty impressive stats. In 2025, he was the WAC Freshman of the Year. He was the WAC Defensive Player of the Year. He was all WAC first team, all WAC defensive team, played all 57 games, hit 350, slugged 414, OBP of 424, 71 hits, 30 RBIs in 203 at-bats. Looking at his numbers for this past season, 2026, 356, 48 games played, 47 started, 208 at-bats, 53 runs, 74 hits, 20 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs, 31 RBIs, slugged 514, 21 walks, 4 hit by pitch, only 14 strikeouts on the season. 4 grounded into double play, 418 OBP. That was for 2026. 17 stolen bases as well. Fielding percentage, 949 as a freshman, 986 this past season. He improved that a lot. And he's a guy, based on what I'm seeing on Baseball America, is not draft eligible until 2020. Now, as far as who broke it, I'm not sure exactly where it's at. I know VolQuest, we've got the Ross bombs twice today. Based on what VolQuest said, it's for the same guy. VolQuest has let Chris Ramirez have his moment. A couple other outlets, which one of them said, I'm assuming they got the go-ahead with it from College Baseball Central. I'd have to find that name again, who it was. Want to give them the credit on it, because I'm definitely not breaking this by any means. But again, it's a big commitment for Tennessee, and it's one that they desperately need. Now, if you look at the offense, what you got coming back offensively, Trent Grenlinger, Levi Clark, Stone Lawless, you've got your catching taken care of. Tyler Myatt, Blaine Brown have announced they're back offensively as well. Now, you had holes to fill. Obviously, middle infield, depending on what happens with Myatt. Is he a third baseman? Is he a corner infielder? You still need a center fielder. Right now, Blaine Brown can shift over to the right field if needed. What happens if, say, Blake Grimmer comes back? I think that's your third baseman if he were to come back. But it's still, with me, I think, would be a surprise if he's not drafted high enough where it matters. And I'll get more into the Vols in the draft coming up in the coming days. But here's the thing to keep in mind on it. College baseball guys do not command anywhere near what college football and college basketball guys do in the portal. They're just not going to. I'm not saying it's chump change by any means, but these signing bonuses a lot of times are higher than what they can make NIL. And it's their shot to majors as well. If you come back and you have no eligibility left, you basically lose your leverage in the draft. Teams are going to sign you to a low bonus. Right now, guys like Blake Grimmer can negotiate as well. They can kind of negotiate their bonus a little bit more. They have that leverage because he has multiple years of eligibility left on it. So we'll see what comes off on that one. Garrett Wright plays in the same way, but same thing. If Garrett Wright comes back next season, his stock falls, leverage is gone on it. I don't expect – I mean, I would think Grimmer, maybe more than Wright, has a chance to be back, but I still don't see it. I don't see either one of them happening. But what Tennessee's building right now is pretty impressive. Now, again, you've got to survive the draft. There's just no way around that right now. You have got to survive the draft. As far as confirmed returners on this roster, Blaine Brown, I'm not mentioning Brady Frederick. He's not actually confirmed he's back, even though he's not hit the portal either. Levi Clark, Landon Mack, Cam Appenzeller, Tyler Myatt. Going down the list, Stone Lawless, Trent Grinlinger. Let's see here. Bo Rudy be off to the draft. Ethan Biotto confirmed this week. He's back. I think it was a big return there as well. It's a dude's got a lot of potential. Jackson Estes is back. Will Haas is back. Chandler Day is back as well. Guys we're waiting to hear from: Brady Frederick, Jax Bishop, DJ McDowell. Be curious to see what those guys do. McDowell, I know specifically I've heard of, has some big-time potential. We'll see what happens as far as that goes as well. Now, as far as what they've picked up in the portal. Now, offensively, of course, you picked up two-way guy Braden Kersey, who can factor in offensively. He'll also factor in pitching as well. You got Wyatt Hanoyan, second base, Brody Trosclair, left-handed pitcher, comes in as well from Northwestern State. He was the Southland Freshman of the Year. He is a guy, though, and this is kind of interesting with some of the arms they picked up, is that Trosclair may not be available to conference or close to it. He's coming off, he did have an internal brace at the end of this season, so he may not be ready to start at the beginning of the year. You look at it as well as what they had. They had Ricky Ojeda. He's a guy from UC Irvine. The big thing to watch with him is he is draft eligible. He's thought to be, he's ranked Baseball America 259, perfect game 254 as far as major league draft prospects. So, that one is one Tennessee's going to have to watch. If they can get him to campus, it's a big-time pickup there as well. Jake McCoy, they landed from South Carolina. Now, he's a dude, did not pitch last season, had Tommy John surgery, but he is projected pretty early. Baseball America's got him 148, perfect game 237. Tommy John's not a big concern as far as, MLB teams are not going to be scared off by that anymore. Maybe a little bit of a progress, a little bit of a process to get there, but still yet, that'll be two big additions for Tennessee if they get them, Ojeda and McCoy, if you get them to campus. And that's going to be, I'll talk a little bit more. Let's get into that, and I'll talk more here. But Jake McCoy, draft risk. And then last night, Tennessee got Parker Detmers from Louisville, coming off of Tommy John surgery. But he is, by what it says, by opening day, will be about 2 years removed from it. And he is pitching this summer as well. So I don't think there's much worries on that one. And 2 years ago, Louisville went to the College World Series. Detmer was the Saturday starter for them. He was 1-1, 3.94 starts. He is draft eligible, but it said he is a low draft risk. We've seen these before, though, too. And if the number's right, it might be hard to keep them there. So any of these guys that are draft eligible, you're going to have to watch out for. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And it's why, to me, used to the Major League Baseball draft was around the College World Series. I think the window's messed up. The window's messed up that the portal opens first, and then the draft is after the portal closes. Now, obviously, all these guys are not committed come July, but it's really a disadvantage for all the teams out there. To me, it should be a case of the draft happens first, and then the portal opens after that, because here's what you're planning. You get guys. Tennessee's been hit almost every year. They didn't take as big of a hit last year. Well, they did. They had 4 guys committed. They were going to be pitchers, and they got drafted. Edmonston, Barr, Estrada, and Newman. All those guys were going to factor in somewhere with pitching, and that's 4 guys you lost right there. And obviously, they were not replaced either. you look at the timing of it, I just think it sucks. And it's not just for Tennessee, it's for everybody with it. The timing sucks on it because, again, you've got guys committed through the portal you're counting on. All of a sudden, they're going to the draft. High school class, I mean, you got to factor in it as well. Tennessee's got a lot of guys at the MLB draft combine. And I think it's possible they take some hits in this draft. They'll get some guys to campus that might be a surprise, but they're going to take a hit this year, I feel like, too. But I thought the same thing last year, and the draft was pretty good to them. We'll see how it goes. I mean, definitely Condon and Grinlinger, I think, are locks to go first round and not make it to campus. What happens beyond that? There's numerous prospects getting some buzz. And again, I'll talk more about the Vols and the draft coming up later on. But this is a big commitment for Tennessee with Chris Ramirez. Again, you've rebuilt your infield. Both of these guys walked more than they struck out last year, talking about Ramirez and Hanoyan. What cost Tennessee in the regionals? Not being able to put the ball in play. Just point blank, that's what beat them. Striking out with runners on second and third with less than 2 outs, not even able to move them, not being able to put a bunt down, not any of that stuff. That's why you're seeing a little bit different philosophy from Josh Elander and company. Yeah, they're going to get power, but all these guys, high OBP, high batting averages that are coming in. Now, how does that translate to the SEC? I mean, do you expect as high? No, not necessarily. I don't. But these are still guys that have produced, have done good things, and we'll see how it works out. But these guys are considered some of the top portal prospects that Tennessee's pulling in. And I know it's been a little bit slow going. There will be more added as well. And it's thought that there may be another one tonight or tomorrow. I don't have a read on who it is right now. I mean, when I saw the Ross bomb today, I wasn't sure because it had not been reported that Ramirez has visited Tennessee. But obviously he has, and that one's been kept under wraps. So, and that's a lot of what I'm reading, especially from like VolQuest. They're saying that some of these visits are being kept pretty hush-hush right now. So that seems to be, and they said based on talking to other beat writers from other teams, that seems to be the consensus, that a lot of it's being kept tight-lipped right now. And you can't blame them as well with agents, with back channeling, with all these things going on. But heck of a commit for Tennessee, heck of a pull. Good week so far, adding Detmers, adding Chris Ramirez. Again, now it's going to be surviving the draft, which in the coming days I'll put some content out on that as well. But this is Frank. This is the House of Orange. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you when I see you.